Often we can't fully articulate something yet or want to avoid saying something hurtful. Unfortunately, seeing her man withdraw or become moody usually generates a more unwanted feelings for the woman. Several women described what crossed their mind this way. What happens if he doesn't snap out of it this time? Okay, here trigger number three, silence. Because women have a radar for unspoken conflict, it's pretty easy for women to jump to conclusions when their man is more withdrawn or quieter than usual. As one woman put it, if you're quiet, it must be me. The woman, the women told me that it makes the woman told me it makes a big difference when the guy sees the misunderstanding for what it is and uses it as an opportunity to reassure her. I'm not mad. Don't worry. Just concerned about. Okay. Hidden triggers number three, women. This is what we're supposed to. I mean, men. Her emotional bank account is fleeting. Perhaps she's exhausted, or you've been absent a lot. Even necessary absence mean can be draining. Maybe the two of you have unresolved issues and conflicts, regardless of the reason. Even if it has nothing to do with you, her insecurity will be more easily triggered if her emotional reserves are low. Once we recognize these triggers and see the red warnings of light for what it is, a signal that she needs to be reassured of our love, we can make we can make some incredible simply steps toward being a part of the answer for her rather than a part of the problem. Then it's got a practical guide to turning off the warning lights. I don't hear echoes. Once you warn your wife, Bubba, you're off the hook. Okay. During conflict, reassure her of your love. I'm just like, when I was reading this thing, I'm just like, why does it make women sound so doggone needy? Why does it do that? Here's one. This is about a dinner date with Bob and Donna. Okay, you can usually go off to work and put an argument out of your mind, but she may be completely unable to do that. That's a lot. But some of it hits like point on, and other ones just like it's just funny. Really, are we that needy? Some of the things that says in the book just really just make me. Okay, here's dinner with Bob and Donna. We men need to have our eyes open to the real life examples all around us so we can see how this actually works and know what to do about it. So let's pick an example of what happened while Shante, Shuante, and I were in the middle of writing this book. That's his wife. Shantai, I guess it is, Shanti, out of town with the kids. And a colleague invited me over for dinner, him and his wife, Donna, and their two small children. When I arrived, Bob was working in another room with one of those fire starter devices that you click to get a flame. The following conversation occurred as the adults sat down for dinner a few minutes later. Donna said, "Honey, what did you do with the fire starter?" Bob says, "I left it in the other room." Donna says, "But the kids are in there." Bob says, "It's okay. It would be impossible for them to figure out how to get a flame go to you." Donna says, "But what if?" Bob says, "Really, hon? There's no way, there's no way they would be strong enough to click the flame on." Donna says, "Okay, that's true." Okay, I guess I'm laughing because I don't even know what it is. Okay, previously I wouldn't have thought a thing about this conversation, but now as I watch Donna across the table, I could tell with my newly acquired super sensitive male radar that a window had popped open and was not going to close until something set her mind at ease. So I mentioned to Bob and Donna that I had been learning about how women couldn't usually just decide to close a window and not think about something that was bothering them. Donna said, "That's it," she said. "That's exactly what I'm feeling." She pushed away from the table and moved the fire starter out of the reach of the kids and came back. "Now," she said, "I can enjoy dinner." Bob and I realized that if she hadn't been encouraged to take on that 10-second action, she would have been distracted and unable to truly relax and enjoy the next hour of dinner. Even though she acknowledged that Bob was almost certainly correct, that the kids couldn't ignite the starter, the window wouldn't have been open and bugging her. The window would have been open and still bugging her. I can relate with that. That's absolutely right. It's when it comes to me. Unless you just don't care. If she hadn't been encouraged to close that window, she would not have been able to relax. And so it has all these things. I hope you see all sorts of ramifications of female wiring. It explains why she seems preoccupied by little things, even if you tell her just to ignore them. Okay. Why she seems to have stewing over argue. Why she seems to have been stewing over an argument, or seems to you, the male mind, to feel overly secure about a disagreement you've already dismissed and forgotten. Yes. Why she seems to not trust your decision, or seems not to respect that you thought something through. For example, the kids were too little to get past the safety design on the fire starter. Never underestimate kids, especially today's kids. Why she might be too tired or upset for sex. One woman put it this way: try to understand we're carrying around a lot that we need to get out of our heads before we can really even feel like sex. I don't know about you, but I don't even feel the need in my head. I don't need my head to feel like sex. And that goes into another thing because it has several different sections, and sex is just one of them. It's just one of them. So it goes there. Let's see if I can find another little short thing. And it goes into how to listen. It kind of shows me how to listen. It says, ignore the problem, how to listen. Um, Step one, you ignore the problem and listen to her feel. Step two, you sit down together and focus on the problem. Now, in church yesterday, we had saw this short video that was really funny and just kind of really took me back to this book I've been reading. It was, I forget who the guest speaker that came on. He had wrote a book about relationships. And he had showed the short video about this man and this woman. This woman was, they showed the back of her. And she's like, it's just this achy feel in my head. It's just driving me crazy. She was describing that feeling. And so the camera comes in closer and shows focus the man. The woman turns around to the man. She got a nail coming out, her protruding out her forehead. So the man is like, well, maybe it's a nail. Maybe it's a nail coming out your head. She's like, I don't want to hear about the nail. It's not about the nail. It's just, and he says, okay, listening. It's just this feeling that's just so painful. I just rolled because there was so much like going on in this book, and it's like, it just depicts women as such complicated people. Gosh, are we really that complicated? So this one says, step one, ignore the problem and focus on the feeling. Okay, that's what it's a man to do. When she wants to talk, give her your full attention. That's key number one. Key number two, acknowledge her feelings out loud. Remember, she has absolutely no idea whether you understand her feelings unless you show it. Acknowledging to her you're hearing a simple verbal reinstatement of her words is a magic bullet. It is. It is. It's very magical. Thus, I say to Shantae, my music goes fast and it goes slow. It's weird. I'm sorry to hear that CNN didn't come through. That must have been so disappointing. She feels. That's right. Number three, the key to affirm and sympathize. No matter how good you are acknowledging her feelings, all your brownie points go away. They say, but you shouldn't feel that way. Oh, somebody just put the fingernails down the chalkboard. Oh. Whether you do not think she should feel that way, it's vital to realize that she does. If acknowledging her feelings comes out as I'm sorry, you felt disappointed, then affirming them means recognizing and maybe even saying it's okay that she felt disappointed. That's right. Key number four, realize she's probably not attacking. Help her understand your limits in advance. That much. I mean, the books are phenomenal. Really, like I said, it's by Shantae and Jeff Feldhan. Feldhahn. The woman's name is Shanti. I think that's it. Shanti. And they're called For Men Only and For Women Only. They were given it as so I guess you guys know what we're talking about. And it covers everything from emotion to sex, and it doesn't just apply to married people. It applies to relationships overall. They're good books. I'm still going to be reading little excerpts from here and there throughout the rest of the month of February. Then we won't hear about this love stuff anymore. But I got to get out of here. I've had a very good coffee talk with you guys. I hope you had your coffee. I had my tea. I had my ginger tea, and I feel so much better in the stomach. But hey, join tomorrow morning for LJ Morning Sparkle. Listen to some music. I don't talk as much, but I get to say a little bit something, right? I hope you have a great week. I hope this was the beginning of a good week. Remember to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. My favorite saying. And I'm leaving here with Matt Weston in Farmtown. Bye.
Busting our butts till the work is done. Shine up the There's an